Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining me today for another Twilight Zone video in my Twilight Zone ranking series, where I rank every Twilight Zone episode from the original series, from my least favorite to my favorite. Today I'm going to be talking about number 139 on the list, Execution. This one is written by Rod Serling, based on a story by George Clayton Johnson, and it is directed by David Orrick McDearmon, I believe is how it's pronounced. And Execution is a season 1 episode, and as always there will be spoilers. And we're kind of getting into the part of the list now where I think these are kind of average episodes. There's things about them I like, things about them I don't like, but you know, they're watchable and somewhat entertaining. So the premise of Execution is interesting. There's basically a scientist with a time machine, and he accidentally brings a criminal, a murderer, into present day who was about to be hung. So of course this criminal arrives and starts to cause trouble. Now, like I said, Execution is an interesting idea, really amazing for the late 50s, early 60s. Honestly, I think sometimes even I have to remember when these episodes were made. This was definitely a pretty good concept. So the two leads, Russell Johnson and Albert Salmi, give pretty good performances. They're not all-time great Twilight Zone performances, but they're solid. I like the idea of a criminal coming into the future and not understanding how things work. Like, there's things that throw him off, like all the noise, the traffic, you know, the TV messes with him a little bit that he discovers. Just him exploring the world. I like all that. What I don't love about this episode is some of the execution of the plot or the characters. So partway through this episode, the scientist is basically killed, and his character throughout the whole episode feels more like a plot device than an interesting character. It almost feels like he's really just needed to bring the criminal, back into the present, which is okay, I guess, if the episode wants to focus more on the criminal, but I just thought they could have done more with the scientist character here. So eventually, after the scientist is killed, like I said, the criminal goes out into the world. Eventually, he comes back to the lab because, he's rattled by everything that happens. Here's where the episode kind of gets out of whack for me a little bit. There's another thief there, and this feels awfully contrived and convenient. So eventually they fight. Shockingly, though, I will give credit here, the thief, I think his name is Johnson, he wins, and then for some reason he goes into the time machine. Maybe he was looking for specific items to steal. I'm not really sure. Again, kind of another plot convenience that things progress, but the ending is kind of interesting. The thief accidentally sets off the time machine, so he goes back and winds up getting hung. So, kind of some interesting messages in this episode about maybe how, justice is served in the end, I guess. But this is just kind of a strange episode. I would say the premise and the plot are more interesting than the characters themselves. And it's kind of weird how the episode just kind of goes from the scientist and then to this criminal character and then to another, like, thief criminal character. It doesn't really focus on one person for too long, which in some ways, I guess, helps the episode, and in some ways hurts it, I guess, if that makes sense. So, overall, though, Execution is an interesting episode. It's somewhat entertaining. It's still okay. I just thought it could have been better. There's a few too many plot conveniences. It's kind of one of those episodes where I like bits and pieces of it. There's certain scenes I like, certain scenes I don't like as much. But, the concept is interesting, and it's just kind of an average Twilight Zone in my opinion. So that's number 139, Execution. The next video, of course, will be number 138. As always, please feel free to leave me a comment. Tell me maybe what your thoughts on this episode are. As always, thanks for watching.